What is up, people? This is my special Thanksgiving episode of the podcast. I'm going to be sharing some things that I'm grateful for, and I'm just going to share a few. This one's going to be short and sweet. So, I am thankful for a lot of things, but I'm going to try to just share 5, and I'm going to do the first 5 that come to the top of my mind. The first one is I'm thankful for my clients and my staff. Incredibly thankful for them. So I'll start with clients, and then number 2 will be staff. Thank you so much if you're one of my people who trains here and gives me the opportunity to train you and to work out. It's because of you and because of your commitment to being here and paying me to train you and do this crazy thing called total body training that I'm able to eat, that I have a roof over my head, that I have clothing, right? Because if I didn't have you all here, I would have to do a different career, or I would have nothing. So I truly appreciate you and value every person who has ever came into my doors and given me the opportunity to work with you. I am incredibly thankful for you, and I am indebted to you more than you will ever know. Number 2, the second one that I have on here, is my staff members, Pamela and Heron. All right. So I haven't talked a lot about, Heron and Pamela and how they influence me, but they help me out drastically here with total body training. I started this thing alone. And, it's gotten to the point, total body training, it's gotten to the point, around a year ago or a year and a half ago where I realized I can't do this alone anymore. It's growing. I need people to help me. And if you want to know more about how I met Heron and Pamela, there's a podcast that we did where I interviewed them. It was one of the first episodes of this podcast. But here I'm just going to say why I'm thankful for them. If I didn't have, I should say that Pamela has worked various roles here at Total Body Training. She started off by cleaning here, and then slowly she moved into taking photos. I taught her how to do photography when I needed somebody to do photography, and then she moved into doing other things, like becoming a trainer. And right now, she's been kicking ass and teaching my 5:30 a.m. class, a time which I never want to teach, and a time that studios need was what she took on, if I worded that correctly. She took on some work that I just wasn't interested in doing, but I knew we needed as a company. And so I'm incredibly indebted to her, and it's opened up this other opportunity for us to better service our clients and future clients. So thank you, Pamela, for doing that. I appreciate you, and I also appreciate your friendship. You're someone who I have really valued our conversations with and has helped me grow my company and helped me grow as a person, so thank you. And then there's Heron, and Heron is a Jill of all trades. Heron is this bright, bubbly person who was always offering my help. She was my client also, just like Pamela, was always offering to help me out here with Total Body Training, and I was always like, no, I'm good, until one day I wasn't good anymore, and I needed someone to help me with the content creation process, with getting on a good schedule, with creating my content, and we did that. Heron and I were able to organize ourselves and get things together, and now she works all these different tasks that help put together this podcast. She uploads the podcast. She helps edit the podcast. Those are all skills that I taught her to do that I was doing all by myself, but now she does, and she continues to grow in her skill set. So she's constantly picking up tasks that I learned how to do, and I simplify and then give to her so that she can carry them on so I can work on larger projects. So it's because of her that I'm able to create more innovative and interesting content. The vlog that we're making right now is something that I couldn't do without her help taking the lead on organizing the podcast and organizing the other stuff that we have to get uploaded to the internet. There's no way that I could juggle the massive amount of content we have to do without some kind of help. And Heron has been doing a kick-ass job doing that. I also value her a lot. So I value her insight. I value her as a friend. And, I think that with both of these ladies, there's something that I get out of working with them, which is I get an awesome friendship, and I get 2 people that I respect and admire, and that hopefully I can grow with while I grow Total Body Training. So thank you so much, Heron and Pamela. The next thing is I would say that I am thankful to my girlfriend and my family. I have to mention both of them. Owning a business can be and is a little bit difficult. It requires a lot of my time, and it requires me to make certain sacrifices, with the things that I have and with the time that I have. And my parents and my girlfriend have both been incredibly supportive every step of the way. Every step of the way. And, particularly my parents have been more than okay with me doing this since I started with it. They understand that I'm still growing, that things aren't perfect, but that one day I will be able to grow total body training to a point where I am hopefully very successful and I can open, my goal is to open multiple locations and to grow a strong online presence. We're not there yet, but I'll get there if I keep working on it, and they believe in it, and so does my girlfriend. And the other reason why I want to thank her is because this is time sucking. So, I spend a majority of my time when I'm not working. So when I'm not training you all, I'm making videos and I'm making content, I'm strategizing, I'm thinking about work, and she sees that. When I'm in the apartment around her, she sees me working, and it would be very easy for her to get annoyed with it or get tired of it, but she has been very supportive every step of the way. There have been times, I'm not gonna say that everything's perfect, there have been times where, I had to kind of rearrange my scheduling so that I could give and make sure that I give more attention to our relationship. But she voiced that, and we were able to work through that, and I've been able to dedicate more time to spending quality time with her. And I just really appreciate her being with me every step of the way. She's been supportive since we met with this crazy endeavor, and I don't think that a lot of people would be as supportive as she is. In fact, I know from a personal experience that I had in the past that it's not always the case. So, thank you, Becca, and thank you, my family, for supporting me while I do this crazy thing of owning a business. Let's see, something else that I'm grateful for. I am grateful for my health. A number of years ago, I cracked my skull and got multiple contusions to my brain. So this happened, when it was 2005, New Year's Day of 2005. And because of that, I haven't had any complications since then. People always think that people always like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But I did miss a month of my senior year of high school. This is when I was in high school. I'm 31, so it's been a long time. And I, at the time, lost my ability to taste food for a little bit, for about 2 or 3 weeks correctly. And I had all this vertigo spells and all this stuff. It was just, I had head trauma. And you don't really understand how valuable your health is until you don't have it. And I was in so much pain that moving hurt my body. I couldn't walk correctly for a little while. I didn't have to go to rehab or anything like that, but I had to kind of get back in the movement thing. And breathing hurt, looking around at light, hearing loud noises, all those things hurt. And you don't understand the value of your health until you don't have it. So I am very grateful now that I even have the ability to breathe without feeling pain, that I have the ability to be around people and noises without my head hurting, that I am able-bodied, and that I am well. So I am very thankful for my health. That's the fourth one. And then the fifth one I would say is that I am grateful to all of the writers and the podcasts, books that I have read that have helped me grow as a person. So I'm thankful to people like Ryan Holiday, who wrote The Obstacle is the Way, or Ego is the Enemy. I'm grateful to Dale Carnegie, who wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People, Gary Vaynerchuk. All these authors wrote books that I have read and continue to read that help inspire me and help me grow as a person to be able to run a company. I haven't always been the most disciplined person, and that's something that I've had to learn and work and grow on, and my outlook hasn't always been the best on life. And while I personally, have done a lot of self-growth and work to do that, there have been pieces of literature and books that I've read that have helped me through that process. And those people that I just mentioned in their books really have helped me, and they continue to inspire me to stay dedicated and to work harder and to be the best version of myself. So I really value the work that those people put out there. There's lots of other authors that I could mention, but those are the first ones that come to mind. So they're probably the most important for me at this moment. And people, in short, those are 5 things that I'm incredibly grateful for. I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Total Body Training Podcast. Until next time, peace.